I didn't have any experience doing business in China, so I was a student full
Yeah.
time, over full time there as a student. So if so, I realized I use my cultural background and my like who I am as an advantage and as a weapon of doing business. Because my perspective, for example, create videos or create campaigns, I have a very different eye than local people because of the cultural background, because what I grew up, what I see. So I instead of hiding that part, I make that pop up. I some I when I watch Kill Bill, you know, uh, printing was influenced by the Asian culture. You just know when you like watch Pulp Fictions, you see the elements there, right? When you compare to other Hollywood movies, oh, interesting. This person must know some of this. That makes him very different, right? I think he filmed the Pulp Fiction way before Kill Bill, and
Yeah, like
the
10 years or
right
something.
10 years,
Yeah.
all of the weapons that a person can use to kill those two people, he chose a Japanese sword, right? There are saws there, he touched, put it down, this, put it down, gun, put it down, think of that. And, when I see Kill Bill after, that's interesting. Like, this person is very culturally influenced, which is great, right? So I'm thinking, use the same tactic, right? Just to combine. I cannot do 100% Asian way here. I cannot produce anything that's Asian way. And people, I put 100%. People can only take 20%. But it's like Chinese food. I cannot give you authentic Chinese food. Oh, this exotic, that's great. But will you eat it? Would you eat it often? Maybe chicken bowls better for you, right? So yeah, Chinese food. Oh, I have to say Chinese food. Okay, Canadian Chinese food. Like, can I say that part? It's not.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yes, please tell us. Yeah.
All right. So came here. I went to Chinese restaurant. Chinese restaurant, right? I looking at the menus. Like I don't know 80% what's going on the menu in the Chinese restaurant. I was like, what is chicken balls? Like chicken testicles? And then it's deep, so many deep fried stuff that we don't have in China, right? Like General Tao. I'm like, who's General Tao? Like, right? And I have to do some research. It turns out, it turned out that immigrants, early immigrants came here. They want to make a living, and they have to do some adaptations, right? What local people like. We'll do some changes. It's a whole history about American or North American Chinese food. It's very, very interesting. However, they taste great. Like even I tried. Interesting. It's a new genre. It's a new genre of Chinese food. Great. Yeah. How do you guys like Chinese food?
I think it's really good.
But Canadian Chinese food is pretty good. Yeah.
Chinese food,
Yeah. I mean, I've never had anything authentic, I don't think.
But I guess like for us, it's like how like as somebody who's not like from Asia, like how do you know if something is authentic? Because there probably is something in Halifax that is authentic, right? But it's like how do you know that it is authentic? It's like is it because everything like I don't know, it's like the restaurant name is in Mandarin, or is it because like the menu you can't understand? It's like how do you know that it's authentic?
You probably just have to find a Chinese friend.
Yeah, that's fair.
When we go there, they have two menus. One is for Canadians, one is for Chinese.
Oh,
Really?
Oh yeah. For example, some restaurant like that, you said I want like authentic Chinese menu. They give you another menu. So there's a great restaurant called May Garden. The Mill Cove, the beautiful restaurant.
Yeah.
Eric Young is the owner's fabulous. On his menu, if you see, the menu items all in English, that's for you guys, right? And if you see some, English and some Mandarin on it, that's the authentic menu. but they combine in one book. So you're just gonna see, I want to see some Chinese characters. Okay, this is good, right? So
Interesting.
yeah, or you just just be brave with coming and say, I want like authentic Chinese food. Do you have any? Right?
What do you find is the big difference between authentic Chinese food and Chinese American food?
Americans, American Chinese food, a lot of deep fry. I've never seen a deep fryer in my life until I came to Canada. Right? It's a lot of, for example, chicken balls, that's deep fry, processed chicken meat,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, when we were in China, we went to like my parents went to the morning market every single morning. You just get fresh stuff every morning came in. I don't think you will buy a chicken ball there. Just some fresh vegetables and fresh meat come back and just prepare. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a pizza. Like a pizza style, like pizza particularly. You go to a little market, came back with some stuff. You just eat the whole day. You don't. My fridge, when I grew up, my fridge is always empty.
Interesting. So is it just kind of a cultural thing to pretty much go out anytime you want to eat?
Go out in the morning. In the morning market is cheaper. It's fresher. It's fresher than the later market. So you get there, kids went to school like very early, right? So may as well grocery shopping.
So is this something you still do to this day, where it's like your fridge is still pretty much empty, or have you learned more or less like favorite dishes that you like cooking and you just kind of stick with those?
I'm super Canadian right now. Oh, I love leftover food. There's something very interesting. Like, I never eat leftover when I was in China, but I came to here, like people pack food to go. That's something I realized, which is great, right? You don't want food waste. And then I see my Canadian friends pack to go if they didn't finish. Interesting. I'll do that too. It's so convenient, eh? And it's sometimes the second day just put in the microwave. And I love leftover food right now. It's so good. It's so good. Sometimes I order more, right? I order a little bit more that I cannot finish, just have to go. Tomorrow I don't have to cook or something. And in our industry, Ben, we rarely have time, like a regular schedule to cook.